Hey, Mike Callahan here. Wanted to make a quick video. Had someone request how to create the ability to not have to go out in the field and create estimates looking at a property. So one of the ways we found and come up with is allowing customers and leads to attach pictures to an estimate request form. So what I'm going to do is go into SA and show you how this can be done. But basically the whole premise of this is going in and allowing the customer to upload and attach pictures of their property. So if we're doing a shrub trimming estimate, we would give them very simple instructions of giving them them to upload pictures of the front, both sides of the house, the back, and any remaining landscape beds in the yard of the shrubs. And then by those pictures, we could hopefully go on and use some online tools to measure the height or visually inspect the height of those shrubs to give them a live estimate online without our team or ourselves having to go out and estimate these. So I'm going to hop into SA and show you how this is done. So we're going to go into SA and add a form. And this is going to be done through a form. So forms in SA can be used on your website, and they provide the HTML code for you or your webmaster upload. So at the end of this, I'll show you how to get that code and how to use that strip form of HTML to get that out in your website. So the first thing we're going to do is go in and name this out. So we're going to have the estimate request here form, name and title just for this example. So under add field, we're going to go in and at a bare minimum, we're going to need the customer's name and address. I would recommend email as well. So if we're going to do a lead, we need name and email. If we're going to enter him as a client or potentially a client down the line, we're going to want the address. But I would recommend for this instance, if you're doing shrub trimming or anything that requires a picture, we definitely want to get the address. So first thing we want to do is go in under name, click in this, and we're going to map it to customer's first and last name. That's going to automatically help us create the lead in Service Autopilot. Next thing we're going to go is go into address and map that to the service address. Now, between the name and service address, that will allow us to create a client. If we're doing just a lead, first name, last name, and email are required. When we hit email, we're going to map that to the email field. These are the basics we would want. Obviously, you're probably going to want to add a field for phone number. What I would recommend here with two-way texting, I would probably put mobile number and map to a cell phone. That way it would automatically line up with the cell phone or mobile number in SA Automation, so we could fire off automated estimates as well there. So this is the pertinent information that we'd want there. Next thing we probably would do is go in and add a field for check boxes. So what services do they want estimated? Requested estimate for, and we're going to go in and maybe just put lawn mowing, add item, shrub pruning. Now, for this example here, we may want to put in the help text for shrub pruning, please upload pictures, and then the instructions here. Now this is going to give them instructions. So now we've got their information here that's going to enter them in a lead as a customer in SA, the requested estimate for. I would recommend going in under conditions, adding some tags so we can segment them per service. This will allow us to track it. So add conditions for lawn mowing, we would add a tag for lawn mowing and shrub pruning. That's kind of the next level for segmentation, but that's a pro tip. So the final thing we want to do here is go to form settings and go show attachment. That is going to allow us to have them go in and actually attach the and upload the pictures. We want to auto approve, create on submit. So this is going to allow us to not have the double entry and create on submit. So this is where we can say we want to create and update a client or a lead or an estimate request. I would create and update a lead in this instance. And we could submit on source if we have different things as far as if this was a landing page for 9-round direct mailing, we could click that in, and every time they fill that out now, we know this estimate request came from the 9-round direct mailing. So we're going to save this here, and I'm going to put the date in here just so I can find it. Or actually, I'll put test in here, and we're going to save it and close it, and I'll show you how to get this HTML code and show you what this actually looks like. So, and that's from today. So what we want to do is go in and grab the publish. And for your webmaster yourself, we can use the embed code, the hosted form, the full form, or the stripped form. Most webmasters prefer the stripped form, and that is the actual form itself right there. You'd copy that and paste that to your webmaster. I'm not going to get into that, but that's where you find it. So as we're in here, we're going to go in and just test out this form. This is what it actually looks like. Choose files. So if they're on a mobile, they can add those in, or on their desktop. This is where they would attach those pictures of that home, so we wouldn't have to actually go out and do the estimate. So if we were doing this, for example, we would hit choose files. I would go into my instance here and take our house pick and upload it. And we're going to fill this out. And put a test client in here and submit. Now we're going to pull this up and show you what this actually looks like. So once this saves here, we're going to actually go in and be able to see the document itself. Let's make sure this is all lined up. There we go. All right, so we're going to go in and find our test client and see what that looks like. All right, there we go. So here is the test client that we created. It's actually a lead in the system off the form. And test lead on creation, wait 3 minutes. And when we scroll down here, once that loads in and syncs, there should be an attachment attached on here. I'm going to reload this to make sure and try that. But it looks like we've got them in the system. It tracked our lead source. And let me refresh this to see if that attachment is on here. If not, we'll retest the form and make sure we didn't miss a step. But the whole process is to allow them to fill out that form and go in there. So it looks like we may not have been able to capture that form. I may not have done that right. So we'll go through the whole process again real quick just to show you what that looks like. The request, continue. There's the information. We're going to choose the file. House pick. Looks like it's in there, and we're going to submit that. Fill out required fields, State of New York, and submit. All right. So once we refresh this, we should have those pictures in there. So we have the form request. We're going to click in that, go in, and be able to see the attachments under right here. And there's our picture. So that's how we would do it. So we'd go back to the form, pull up attachments right here, and be able to zoom into that actual picture itself and zoom in for proper estimating. Be able to count the shrubs and take a look at them. So if you have any comments or questions, let me know. But right now, that is the best workflow in Service Autopilot, to go in and create a form where people can upload pictures of their home, and we can take a look at the estimate live via the estimate request process and not having to go out to the actual customer's house. And as we're live here, I'm going to pull up the BeLive form here to see if there's anybody with any questions. So it looks like Lisa Wallace. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Says, awesome, thanks, and appreciate everybody checking this out. So if you have any other questions or comments, drop below. Tomorrow on Tuesday, we're going to be doing a live video how to actually embed videos in Service Autopilot forms. We've gone over this before, but we had 2 or 3 people in the last week wanting to know how to embed a video in a Service Autopilot form for whether training or instructions for your customer, maybe in for this instance, how to upload a picture and what pictures to take on their property when they're doing estimates. So until next week, until tomorrow with our next live video, we will see you. If you happen to be out in Denver, Colorado, I'm at the Lawn and Landscape Magazine Top 100 conference right now. Drop me a private message. Happy to grab some dinner or drinks if you're in the area. Probably going to be running into Luke Stice. What's up, Tanner? Until then, we'll see you tomorrow. And SA Weekly Talk Show coming up. Big announcement for our next special guest with myself. Cody Owens coming up too. Talk to you guys later.